Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It's time to get into the latest episode of the challenge USA 2. Okay, quick announcements. I want to say the announcements in the beginning. I'll probably say that at the end again. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., is the Survivor Fantasy Draft Party where we draft our Survivor fantasy teams. If Kamisha does a Big Brother Live at 6 p.m. tomorrow, I will move the draft party to 7. But if she doesn't do a Big Brother Live tomorrow, it'll stay at 6. It's already set up for 6. So come on tomorrow if you want to play Survivor Fantasy with us. Hit me up in the DMs. I'll send you the link and we will draft our fantasy teams tomorrow night. Survivor starts Wednesday. Whew. It's a lot of stuff, good stuff coming on TV, which is a good thing. But, it's kind of hard keeping up with all these reviews. Hey, Glenda. Let's get into the challenge. Part 2. We got to say goodbye to Wes. And finally, Pool Floaty Alyssa went home. Great. I was over them. I was over her. All of Big Brother 24 is gone. Great. It's too long. They stayed on way too long for me. But anyway, the episode, let's just start with the daily because it's not really any drama this season. Hey, Glenda, Jamika, Davion, do you think Wes is really retiring? I don't care. No, I love Wes. I'm a huge Wes fan. He's one of my favorite challengers. I think Wes is going to take a break. I heard it had nothing to do with the birth of his family. I don't know. I feel like Wes I want all the old challengers to retire so we can get a new rotation of champions in, a new rotation of storylines, a new rotation of gameplay. So yes, I want Bananas to retire. Please go sit down. Tori can retire too, but I know she young. She got a while to go. Angie, don't start. Angie, don't start. Tori ain't did nothing to you this episode. She ain't did nothing this episode. Anyway, but I think Wes will take many seasons off, and if he comes back, it'll be for All Stars. It won't be for these long seasons of the challenge. I don't think the drama Wes is willing to give. It's All Stars level drama. He's not. Let everybody who just want to play the game for a good 2 weeks go over there to All Stars. Let the people who want to be messy and give us something to talk about stay over there like what they doing over for 39. But anyway, we'll get to 39 when we get to it. This episode, this is the daily elimination I've been waiting for, where they jump off of that ledge and grab onto a pole. It's just exciting to watch. Next week gonna be exciting too. That's when they finally gonna wrestle in the water. I can't wait to see that too. But I just like seeing who's the best, and I'm happy for the ladies. It came down to Michaela and Desi, my top 2 fantasy people. And for the men, it came down to Bananas and Fessy. And I feel like Fessy wants to be the new Bananas. He wants to be the new CT. So Fessy had to beat out Bananas. I'm happy they won. It was a really good daily challenge. Wes didn't even get to the bar number 1. I kind of feel like Wes doesn't want to be there. I kind of feel like Wes really was over this season with the when he fell in the oatmeal. I forgot who was Dusty or Dustin, whoever it was. When they let Wes win that elimination, I feel like Wes was over it then, and he was giving his goodbye then, but production was like, nah, you're gonna stay around, because Wes only had 2 or 3 balls in there. Tyler had the most balls. I'm telling you, production let whoever they want to be an elimination be an elimination. That's why I don't like this Hopper. I don't like the Hopper at all. The Hopper would be exciting if we actually saw the names on the ball and each name dropped into the Hopper and we actually saw the name come out of the Hopper. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, it was fair, Wes. You only had 3 balls, but you know it was your day. I feel like Wes was like, look, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. But anyway, Michaela and Fessy win the daily, and of course they have to go deliberate on who they're gonna. It ain't no double eviction, girl. What is it called on the challenge? It's not double eviction. Whoever, it's a male and female elimination day. It's not gonna be a Hopper gets to pick. It's 2 people going home. It might as well be a double eviction. But anyway, Fessy and Michaela are talking about it, and I agree with Michaela consulting Fessy and taking some of his knowledge, because if Michaela, I understand we want Tori to go home. We want her to go home, and I ain't mad at it, and I hope she do go home. It's still a little bit of the game left to play. But if Michaela would have put up Tori, 9 times out of 10, Tori is going to win next week. I don't know if Tori going to win next week on this wrestling. I'm going to put my money on one of the Black Survivor girls to win next week. But that's to be determined. They don't know next week is wrestling. But I feel like Michaela's like, Tori probably going to win again next week. And if she got a pick from Survivor, I don't want her to pick me. Like, I'd rather her pick Dizzy or Chanel, though. Tori will probably just pick Cassidy again. I don't know who Tori would pick. What's wrong with Michelle? Why hasn't anybody put Michelle in yet? That's the last person that make me roll my eye. No, we still got Tori too, but is Michelle just the layup? They waiting for the last elimination before the final, kind of how they gonna do Josh. He gonna be the last one get voted in before the final. Okay, let Angie move on. But anyway, I'm not mad at Michaela for not throwing in, what's the child name? Tori. She's playing the game because, like her Survivor sister said, like if you would have threw in Tori, they just gonna pick me or Michelle, not Michelle, Chanel, to try to take her out. Y'all want me to say something nice about this lady, and I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think Michelle's social game has been good. I think Michelle benefits the same way that Fessy and Josh are benefiting. They started on CBS, but they're also vets on MTV. Michelle has done enough seasons on MTV where she has the friendships with Tori, Bananas, whoever else was on this show, Wes. So I don't think her social game is good. I think she is benefiting the same way Josh and Fessy benefit, where she can go over here and be like, I'm Survivor strong, and then she can go over here and be like, I'm vet strong. But she's a layup at the end of the day. Whenever they decide, okay, we don't let you live long enough. I want to go to the final, so bring your ass, Michelle, so I can go ahead and go to the final. I wasn't even supposed to be reading, Michelle. But who they put up? Chris is house enemy number 1, so of course he get put up. And then they put up, I done forgot, did they put up Cassidy or did they put up Alyssa? I think Alyssa was put up and Cassidy got voted in. I can't remember how it went, but that's who was in elimination. For the most part, you know, they were like, we kind of wanted you to go after Tori, but yeah, you always want somebody else to go after Tori. If you would have been sitting there with Fessy, you would have made the same decision, Chanel and Desi. So they weren't too mad about it. We get to the votes. you know, most people voted for, because who was it? Chris versus Wes, but they wanted it to be Tyler. Most people voted for Tyler. A lot of people voted for Cassidy. Did Tori have any votes? I can't remember. This is what happened when you don't take notes. And the episode wasn't really that good. I wouldn't call Michelle a layup. She's definitely the weakest left. That's what we call a layup. Cokie Love. When you the weakest person left, you the layup. But she's great at swimming in puzzles. But you know what? Ain't gonna be no swimming in elimination. Now, if she make it to the final, maybe she could do a little bit of swimming. But if it's an elimination, ain't gonna be no swimming. I really don't even think, because wasn't Michelle in that first? Who was in that first elimination with Amira? I think that was Michelle, and I don't think Michelle won that because Amira clearly had more balls out of that swimming pool. But because I don't like Amira, I wasn't mad that she went home first. Is what it is. But I'm not saying nothing nice about Michelle. I don't care. Anyway, so it was kind of like a ring around the rosy elimination with patches, and you got to chase people on a bar, and you get to fly like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. And I was like, oh, this looked kind of fun. I didn't think it'd be that easy to get. See, they weren't scrappy. Now I'm gonna say something nice about Tori, and this gonna be a little bit hard. But if Tori was up there, you wouldn't have got her patches because Tori and them don't play fair. They don't play fair. They be up there kicking, fighting. You see how she pushed Janae around in that elimination. They wouldn't have got Tori patches. Maybe I'm saying Alyssa or Cassidy, whoever it was up there. Maybe because see, if she was up there with Michaela, Desi, or Chanel, they would have fought back. But Cassidy and Alyssa didn't fight enough. Like it was kind of like, oh, you got me. Oh, you snatching my patches. And I was like, oh, the way Chris wrapped up Wes. I said, see, Wes, you play too much. That's what you get for being Peter Pan. You should have held on to the thing so you could switch directions, you know, when you need to fake them out and switch directions. But you want to, oh, I'm just flying. I'm using, I was like, he done snatched your ass up. He done wrapped you up tight and just snatching patches. I was like, Wes, you lost. I don't think Wes wanted to be there. Do y'all think Wes wanted to be there? I don't think Wes wanted to be there. Tori got 2 votes. Michelle won. The rest were Cassidy. Who voted for Michelle? I don't know. I don't care. I don't like Michelle. They were swimming the other day and she didn't win. They were swimming and doing puzzles the other day and she didn't win. And that's it. You know, once it was over, Wes gave his retirement speech again. You guys aren't going to see me again. I mean, what you want to do? You want to break down and cry, and Bananas done already rubbed you on the back one time. You the moment is gone, Wes. The moment is gone. You should have told production not to cheat for you. The moment is gone. We don't care no more. Bye. We don't even believe it. TJ already telling you, you'll be back, Wes. You know, we'll send your contract for season 40. You know, you'll be on All Stars 5. Look, ain't nobody worried about Wes. But before he leaves, he had to yell at Josh, why you vote for me, Josh? Who voted for me? And Josh was like, I just can't beat you at the final, man. You know, I had to vote for you. I just can't beat you at the final, man. I'm like, Josh, who can you beat? Sir, for you done got all the layups out the house. Who can you beat, Josh? You beating Fessy? You beating Corey? Maybe Bananas might twist his ankle. You can't even beat Tyler. Who can you beat, Josh? like, if you don't sit your ass down, I just can't beat you at the final, man. I just can't beat you at the final. Josh, will you even be in the final? Because I'm telling you, they're gonna do you just like Michelle. They're gonna string you along, and it's gonna be TJ gonna be like, this the last elimination. They'll be like, oh, this the last elimination. Josh, bring your ass. Because we all could beat you. So we don't care who go in. Josh, where your hopper ball at? And they're gonna do the same thing for Michelle. Michelle, hop your ass on in the hopper too. This is the last elimination, and we want to run this final. So that was the episode. Some people just don't. Josh, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. A little bit of advice for if you ever do really want to play this game and not just be on TV. Because right now, Josh, you just here for your television check. You don't want to win the game. But if you ever want to win the game, you need to be like Wes, not against Wes, but like Wes, where people say Josh is a likable person. Nah, he ain't too likable from my living room. Maybe if I was out, in Fiji or wherever they shoot this show, I might like Josh. I don't know. But people like you, Josh. So you have pull in this game. You need to start pulling rookies, and you need to have a season where you pull people who could win. And you need to get people like your friend Fessy out. You need to get Bananas out. You need to get the Corys out. You need to work on getting everybody out but the layups. Why isn't Josh over there on season 39? They looking for a new champ, Josh. That probably was your best bet to win something. But I don't know. They got Colin over there. You not about to beat Colin. So I don't know. Let's get into the comments, and then I have a meeting. I have to go in a little bit. But let's scroll back up. I want to see everybody's comments. Michaela was giving Tori that work, and she sure. Oh, wait. I didn't see that. The only preview I saw is I know Chanel and Cassidy are going to be wrestling each other. I already said one of the Black Survivor girls winning next week. So good luck, Tori. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for somebody to push Michelle ass off of Lily Pad. Fessy is boring. He'll never be CT or Bananas. Somebody gotta be it. I'd rather it be Fessy than Devin. You do realize if Bananas retire, Tori and Fessy and company are taking over, right? They already taken over. Like, somebody has to be it. And I understand it might be Tori and Fessy, but that means other people have to move up. Where like Bananas is in the top spot. Tori, Fessy, and crew are in the middle of the totem pole, and then you have all the rookies. That means at least some new rookies can now play the middle, and people can beat Tori and Fessy. But as long as Bananas, I mean, how many times y'all want to see Bananas run the final? I don't know how I cut my arm up. That's weird. You can't see it on camera, but it's like little. Oh, I was sitting outside, and I think I had my arm. This arm was leaned up against the bricks on the house. It just itches. Y'all don't care. Yes, Josh will fully take once Bananas. You think Josh is taking over? No. I read all that. I wouldn't call Michelle a layup. I read this one. Fast forward, Michelle. Alyssa was put up, and the other girls was Hopper. Okay. So Alyssa was the initial vote, not Cassidy. I would say I'm going to take notes next week, but y'all know I'm lying. Michaela throwing in Alyssa is dumb. She's a layup. You don't want her in the final. Makes sense, though, for Fessy. Does it make sense for Fessy? Because Fessy's supposed to be Big Brother strong. Like, if he didn't care about Alyssa being the last female in Big Brother, I don't know. Just get Alyssa out. Who cares? Get Alyssa out the house. Nobody want to see Alyssa and Tyler kissing every week. I know I don't. Maybe we can finally see Tyler play the game. This whole season is boring. To be when it comes to the drama we look for in the challenge, this season is boring. That's why I'm looking forward to 39 because I want to see all the hookups, the fights, the unfollows, all the foolishness outside of the game. We usually get over there on MTV, but like nobody has a storyline. It's pretty much Bananas and crew running the game with Michaela and Desi every so often winning 1-2. But Chris really impressed me in the elimination by wrapping his legs around Wes. He did. I was like, oh, he got your ass. I was actually laughing at the TV because at first I thought Wes had a good strategy because he was just flying. I was like, look at Wes, he about to run out of time. I thought he was gonna run the clock down because they only had 5 minutes. I said, look at Wes, that's a good strategy. Just fly around and he can't catch you. But when Chris went, I said, oh, I started laughing. And Wes couldn't do nothing because Chris is bigger and stronger than him. So he couldn't even try to. It was kind of funny to me. Michelle beat Amira. Did she? Did she? She kind of beat Amira the same way Wes beat Dusty. Michelle's strategy is done. Playing both sides means she's not a priority for anyone. In a matter of time, she'll go in. Agree. Right before the last final, she'll go in. She sure will. Look, I think Michelle's strategy is actually, I don't think it's dumb. I think it benefits her to just come into the game with friends from MTV and friends from CBS, which has helped her. But her disadvantage is she's not strong enough to beat the people to get to the final. And even if she makes it to the final, I don't think she wins. Because she never had no good strategy. You see what she did over there on 38? Mad at Laurel for no reason. That elimination looked fun. It did look fun. If Michaela was in that elimination, she would have been pulling hair. He ain't say it was against the rule. And Tori would have been too. They get scrappy. And as long as they doing it to each other, it's all fair. Yeah, I couldn't understand Wes at all in the elimination. Now, if he would have won, we would have said that was genius. Genius. We were like, look at Wes beating the game. He just didn't win. I never really disliked Chris. Chris is on my fantasy team. Yeah. Wes, he was pulling, like he wanted that Leroy moment. But see, the thing that Leroy did that Wes didn't do is Leroy started the season with this my last time. Like, this my last hurrah. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. But I ain't coming back to this shit no more. Leroy started the season like that. So when he finally, like every episode, we knew this was Leroy's last goodbye. His strategy was like, this my last goodbye. He really played hard that season. Like Wes was just there. And then he was like, oh, my baby at home. My wife's pregnant. Oh, I don't think I'm coming back. Like, you can't have a Leroy moment out of the blue. I'm telling you, Wes should have just went home, that does the elimination, and the moment felt better then. It's kind of like, you already gave this speech, sir. We already heard it. We don't care. We've already rubbed your back, sir. Chris Bearhug ain't letting production. Right. He said production ain't about to count nothing up over here. Because, I think the rule was, like, if they would have tied both 9 flags, it would have been who pulled them off the fastest. He was like, no, I got to get 10 flags. I already seen what production, they can't count. They don't know how to tell time over there. The clock is broken. I'm getting all 10 flags. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. Josh is extra for no reason. He didn't really, he didn't rally any numbers to take Wes out. He just put one vote on him. And right, because who were the other two votes? Tyler, for sure, Cassidy. Probably Chris and Cassidy voted for Ed. I don't know who voted for Wes. Who cares? Wes, who cares? Production, the one who pulled your ball. Josh be out. Right. I can't wait for Josh to go home. Ugh, gets on my nerve. Michaela was on. Oh, she was. Is it still the one with Tori? I can't stand to listen to Alyssa or Anissa and Tori. Ugh. I might listen to Michaela. What'd she say? She said Chris is fake and a liar. Oh, okay. And said Cassidy. Michaela was reading. I gotta go watch. I gotta go listen. I'm gonna listen tomorrow at work. If she reading down, I'm gonna do a video. I don't have time. Angie, you don't have time to do a video. If it's really, really juicy, I might, but I'm definitely gonna listen to it. Bring your ass, Josh, you out. Me. Michaela was okay. I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow at work. I might review it. Don't hold me to it though. Someone told Josh there's this. That's my whole thing. It's like, why is everyone so concerned with Wes but not Bananas? I just don't get it. I don't get why, like, Wes has to go home first. Wes can't be trusted. But you're looking at Bananas, who has won over $1 million playing this game. He always on the Instagram flashing his 7 rings. But you want Wes to go home first. Wes is just going to win it all. Like, Bananas hasn't beat Wes in finals before, has he? I can't recall. But I do think I think Wes in a final would beat Bananas. Individual, yes. Because partners, it all depends on who your partner is. But I think Wes, I think he's better. Yeah, Wes will probably. Wes is because Wes does always get picked first. Like when it's time to pick a partner over there on the global, Wes was picked first. Bananas was picked damn near last. And then this season, when it was time to pick teams, Wes was picked first. So it might be something we don't see, but I damn sure would get rid of Bananas first. I don't know. Not Chanel is a flop. I like Chanel. Hey, Charles. I saw in the preview the girls gang up on Tori, as they should. As they should. And I can't wait to see it. How y'all see all these previews? I ain't see it. Probably because I'd be turning the episode off. I ain't see all that in the preview. Hey, Charles. It's not your day off, but you probably done working. I don't know. Chris is fake and a liar. Yeah, this is the challenge. They all lie. Dumb comment by Michaela. He could be lying on something else. We don't know what she's talking about. Because Chris did stir up all that confusion in the house a few weeks ago. Look, I don't care nothing about that. If Michaela is reading down, I'm gonna go check out the podcast tomorrow at work, and I might give a quick 5-minute video on my opinion. But who cares? Everyone is a liar. Hell, you ain't even got to be on TV to be a liar. This storyline is fake anyway. Josh voted for Wes because he's friends with everyone else, then decided to cry and say it was strategy for screen time. That's dumb. Josh could have voted for Tyler. He's not friends with Tyler. He could have voted for anybody. He could have voted for Tyler, but whatever. I don't care about Josh. They've been saying that Josh wants to be partners with Wes on a Rivals season, so he's constantly trying to make Wes a rival, and it's just not going to happen. It's just like Wes doesn't care about you. I think Wes would quit the game. Like if Wes showed up for a rival season and it was like your partner is Josh, I think Wes would be like, okay, I'll go back home to my wife and my money and my baby. I ain't got to do this. That's how you know somebody a rival. They be like, I'd rather go home. I was impressed with Alyssa. I don't like her, but I was impressed with her, I guess, in Cassidy's elimination. She was great at chasing Cassidy, but when it was her turn to run away from Cassidy, she gave up. I don't care nothing about Alyssa. She was tired and didn't even fight back in the elimination. Chris and Wes did. I don't have nothing nice to say about Alyssa, but okay, I have 20 minutes into my meeting, so I do have to sign off. Thank you all so much for joining me on the live. I am like, I'm really sorry my schedule is all over the place. And I know like the episode came on Thursday and it's Monday. I really, really, really do be busy. This was a busy weekend for me. Like I was kicking it. I was in the streets, as they would say. I went to see Chris Tucker Friday night, and then my friend had a graduation dinner Saturday night. So I really wasn't on the internet over the weekend. So that's why it's pushed back. But hopefully one day soon, my schedule will level out and these reviews will be like on Friday nights, like we used to have them and things like that. So it's coming. The calm down in the schedule is coming. So thank you so much for always supporting and always being here for the lives whenever I throw them up. I appreciate that so much. Please like the content, share the content, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Your girl would really appreciate that. For real though, what has Chanel done? We assume she's good because she's aligned with Desi and Michaela who deliver. We're gonna see on this wrestling next week. We're gonna see Chanel. She might win it all because she looked kind of strong. I don't know. I like Chanel. Because remember, I couldn't even remember Chanel. I couldn't remember Chanel for nothing in the pregame. I was like, who? She did what? She was on what? I like Chanel. So she's doing better than what I expected. I'll say that because I really want to. I didn't even know who she was. But anyway, y'all, I do have to go. I talk too much. I got to get on a Zoom call for a meeting in a few minutes. So I will holler at you all later. Thank you again. And peace out. Bye, y'all. See you later. Oh, again, Survivor tomorrow night, 6. Bye.